미국의 그린벨의 영국의 코만도, 러시아의 스페츠나츠, 각 국가를 대표하는 특수부대들인데요. 얼마나 많은 무기와 병력을 가지고 있는지가 국가 전체의 군사력을 나타내는 지표라면 각국의 특수부대들은 해당 국가의 전투력을 보여주는 상징이라고 할 수 있습니다. 우리나라 역시 한국전쟁 이후 미국의 전수를 받아들인 여러 최정예 특수부대를 창설하고 운용하고 있습니다. 그런데 얼마 전 미 해병대 출신 현역 미군이자 군사 전문 유튜버인 태오가 한국의 네이비실로 불리는 해군 특수전전단의 작전 영상을 분석하는 영상을 올렸는데요. 그동안 것만 화려한 전시용 부대라고 은연중에 무시해왔던 한국 특수부대가 보여준 놀라운 실전 전투 능력에 편견이 완전히 박살나버렸다고 합니다. 해당 유튜버가 시청한 영상은 지난 2011년 1월 15일 소말리아 해적에 피랍된 한국 화물선 주얼리 호를 구출하기 위해 투입된 청해부대 소속 해군 특수전 전단팀이 선박을 급습해 해적들을 제압하고 인질을 구출하는 장면을 촬영한 영상인데요. 과연 한국 특수부대의 작전에서 무얼 보고 감탄한 것인지 영상과 함께 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
Alright, so I think at one point or another, all of us have seen some video or something online about the Korean Navy SEALs because they just look pretty legit. Every time I see them, they always look very high speed as far as like their gear. They look fit. They're always doing like some pretty cool tactics, like whether it be maritime boarding or like knife fighting or something. But these guys are definitely the real deal. Now, today we're checking out I don't even know how old this is. I don't know when this happened, where it happened. There's not really a whole lot of context, but this is like a GoPro perspective of a ROK Navy SEAL or Republic of Korea Navy SEAL or underwater demolitions team recapturing a ship. So it looks like in this specific operation, they killed 8 pirates, injured another 5, and took 0 casualties on their end. And I gotta say, it's got a few different perspectives, and it is just very, very intense. So intense stuff. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's 2011. I can't read, is it Hangul? They're written in Korean. Can't read it, but very early in the morning. Damn, and I gotta say, doing a maritime operation at night, it seems pretty freaking terrifying. But I can't really see if they're just firing over the ship or if they're actually trying to... I mean, it looks like it's actually hitting... Oh, it's coming from a helicopter. I didn't even know that. Damn, and just seeing the tracers bounce around everywhere. Sounds like he's got maybe like a saw, like a 249 or something. Dude. Okay, so there's like stealthy, and then there's just like this. It's like, dude, we're coming for you. Just suppressing the entire time too. They're within like the effective range of that weapon system. Okay, so maybe a little 30 minutes ish has elapsed, a little more. Dude, is that spotlight coming from the helicopter or another ship? Okay, you can see the sun starting to rise slowly, which is nice for them. Again, working around the water when it's like sort of like dark hours is kind of unnerving. I'm not the best swimmer, so, but I'm sure for these guys it's just another day, really. Okay, so looks like they have like a pole set up. I think I've seen that a couple of times, but for the most part it's usually like kind of like the Jacob's ladder kind of thing. So I'm not sure if they're actually being engaged now or if they're... No, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like someone's firing at them from somewhere. What was that? Okay, damn. That sun came up pretty quick. Are they... Okay, now they're making entry now. So I imagine they've probably cleared out some parts of the lower decks. Those guys are still securing like a foothold. Oh man, this perspective. I also kind of want to see what weapons they're rocking for this. Dude, just being back there and hearing everything kicking off. Okay, MP5. Saw that. Hell yeah. And 416 maybe? Some AR looking weapon. Dude, they're moving quick too. A lot of danger areas on a ship. So you kind of have to move a little slow just to try and cover like the majority of them. You're not really going to cover all of them. See, look at that, dude. Just layers and layers of threats. Oh, is someone shooting from inside the room? Looked like I saw a muzzle flash. And the sound of the rounds just hitting like the steel of the ship. That's unnerving, man. I wonder what they're saying.
Stop! Okay.
6:30? Okay. Damn. They're doing that quick, actually. It's a lot quicker than I thought. From movement to like basically clear in what, just over an hour or something? Dude, look at all the bully holes in that window. Okay, I'm not sure if those are the hostages or the pirates, but yeah, pretty. Okay, so again, that was very quick, which again just kind of goes to show like how well trained these guys are. But looking at a ship, again, there's just danger areas everywhere. Of course, you have the multiple decks, you have ladder wells everywhere, you have like little stuff here and there, like the ladder wells and like ropes or railings and stuff, just kind of like obscuring some of the view or masking some of the view. And again, you just have like some deep areas here and there. So ships are very chaotic when it comes to actually clearing them out. You can be super proficient when it comes to like room clearing or just general CQB. But again, a ship will just test your skills like significantly. It looks like for the most part, they're pretty freaking streamlined. And this is back in 2011. So, I mean, the gear still looks pretty high speed. But at this point, it's going to be a little dated. But again, so I'm not sure how many guys they're actually working with. Maybe like 8 to 10, which is pretty decent. So we saw that they actually used like the ladder to get up as opposed to using like, you know, a helicopter to fast rope in. I'm sure they have that capability. But in this situation, if they're actually going for the pilot house or like the bridge area, fast roping might present, you know, bigger targets. One for the helicopter because they have such a big kind of field of view. If you're talking about this, it's got a big field of view. So, you know, they can easily engage the helicopter. They can easily engage the guys while they're actually fast roping. And there wasn't really a whole lot of area to fast rope where you'd have any sort of cover. So it makes a lot of sense that they kind of went with the ship, the small boat as well. And again, when they start getting engaged and you start hearing bullets hitting steel, yeah, that's going to make your heart rate go up a little bit. But it's also early in the morning and the sun's like barely cresting over the horizon. So like everything, if you guys have noticed when the sun is like just setting, you know, it's kind of getting like dark, but it's not necessarily dark yet, or vice versa, when the sun's like kind of rising, everything just kind of gets like, it just loses depth, which you can kind of see a little bit here. You can't really see it so much on video, but everything is just so much harder to kind of like grasp as far as like distances and stuff. And when it comes to CQB, that's pretty important. So yeah, and I think also the sun is kind of in their face when they're looking this way. So not ideal conditions, but again, you just need people who are confident in their skills to kind of just do it in whatever kind of situation. Now, I was lucky enough to do a lot of CQB or clearing on ships. There's one picture that I always like throw up, which is this one. So I've done a decent amount of kind of clearing on a ship or in like a ship environment. And again, it's just very tricky. It's very nerve-wracking. But I haven't done like the maritime aspect as far as actually hitting it from the small boats like we saw here, But again, once you get on the ship, there's no escaping. There's really not a whole lot of support to help you. So you need like really squared away guys like these teams specifically to be able to kind of handle themselves and understand what resources they have available to be able to get to those hostages, make sure that they're safe, and take down these pirates effectively, which we can see here. They killed 8 of them, wounded 5, and then, yeah, had 0 casualties on their end. Yeah, so long story short, if you're a pirate, make sure you're not doing it anywhere where the ROC underwater demolition team have jurisdiction, because it's probably not going to end up too well.
대한민국 특수부대의 전투력을 똑똑히 보여준 영상이었는데요. 해당 영상을 본 미국 네티즌들도 한국 특수부대의 전투력에 감탄을 표했습니다. 대한민국 특수부대는 정말 터프합니다. 임무를 안전하고 성공적으로 완수하기 위해 높은 수준의 훈련을 거치고 진중함을 갖추고 있습니다. 이들이 실전에 들어가면 매우 빠르고 예민하며 동시에 치명적입니다. 저는 한국에 1년 동안 주둔하면서 군의 규율이 얼마나 엄격한지를 직접 보았습니다. 아주 선하고 겸손한 사람들입니다. 한국인들을 절대 무시하지 마세요. 매우 터프한 사람들이기도 하거든요. 한국이 우리 편이라는 게 다행입니다. 일명 아덴만 여명 작전이라 불리는 해당 작전을 통해 우리 군은 단 한 명의 사망자도 없이 해적을 제압하는 데 성공하며 한국의 군사작전 능력을 세계적으로 과시할 수 있었습니다. 당시 한국 국적의 선박은 몸값을 많이 타낼 수 있다고 해적들에게 자주 표적이 되곤 했었는데요. 그 전년도인 2010년에 발생한 피랍 사건인 사모드리모 사건에서는 인질을 구출하기 위해 해적에게 몸값으로 무려 950만 달러를 지불해야 했었습니다. 주얼리 홀을 처음 피랍한 해적들도 한국 선박이란 걸 알고 나서 환호성을 질렀다고 할 정도이죠. 하지만 아덴만 여명 작전을 통해 단 한 푼의 몸값도 넘겨주지 않고 모든 인질을 구출해내며 소말리아 해역 전체에 다시는 한국 선박을 건드리지 말라는 강력한 경고 메시지를 전달할 수 있었습니다. 그동안 한국 특수부대의 작전 능력을 직접 경험해본 해외군 관계자들은 대한민국 특수부대원들의 기량은 세계 최고 수준이라고 입을 모았는데요. 미국과 서방의 훈련 시스템을 차용한 혹독한 훈련 과정은 미국의 네이비실이나 영국의 SAS 못지않은 수준으로 알려져 있으며 이러한 과정을 거쳐 탄생한 특수부대원들은 말 그대로 일당백의 전투력을 가지고 있습니다. 다만 한국 특수부대의 경우 몇몇 부대를 제외하면 실전을 겪을 기회가 없기에 다소 실전 경험이 떨어진다는 평가를 받고 있었는데요. 아덴만 여명 작전에서 배에 투입된 부대원들이 착용한 카메라를 통해 찍힌 영상으로 실전에서도 완벽한 호흡과 전투력을 보여주어 한국 특수부대의 실전 작전 능력을 증명해낼 수 있었습니다. 이외에도 대한민국 특수부대는 해외에서 대한민국 국민이 위험에 처하는 상황이면 가장 먼저 투입되곤 했는데요. 탈레반에 점령당한 아프가니스탄에서 한국인과 협력자를 구출한 미라클 작전, 내전이 발생한 수단에서 진행된 프라미스 작전에서도 한국 육해공 특수부대들이 가장 먼저 가장 위험한 곳에 투입되어 우리 국민들의 생명을 지킬 수 있었습니다. 전 세계 어디에서도 위기에 처하면 태극마크를 달고 날아올 최정예 특수부대의 존재의 든든함을 느끼며 새로운 소식으로 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. 끝까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 도움이 되셨다면 좋아요를, 다른 이야기도 궁금하시면 구독을 눌러주세요.